Stranded. Ah, stupid truck! Of all the places you decide to stop and get me stuck, why did you have to pick out here? Out of the middle of nowhere. There is nobody around and not a soul to be found. Why do I not decide to get insured this time around? Through the man's complaining, he didn't see a hermit on the side of the road, who crawled out from under his rock for a spot of sunbathing. While his truck continued to expel steam, he decided that he would approach the strange human being. Sir, are you okay? The young man quizzed as he approached.
Son, this right here is the best place in the world to me, and I can stay out of everyone's way.
Confused by his reply, the young man walked to the hermit's side and asked, "Why?"
Do you think that you were the first one to be stuck out here? You should have seen it. 52 cars, 17 trucks, and a donkey decided to call it quits right by this rock, and all of them shed tears. The day the donkey came by, I went up to us and asked, "Why do you cry?" You told me, "It's too far for me to walk, and as far as my water supply goes, I'm down to my last quart."
The hermit paused for a moment, and then looked to the sky. The young man waited patiently for the man to continue. And...
Either I slapped him on his behind and he continued to run until he made it to the county line, or he died. Not entirely sure.
The hermit responded as he took off his rotten hat to swat away the flies. What is the point in you telling me this story, you loony? The man's temper started to flare.
Remember, you stopped by my hole in the ground. You're on my property. Quite frankly, I don't like your attitude. What's your hurry?
The hermit inquired as the young man kicked his tires.
Now, there's no need to get violent, son. Where you're going and where did you come from?
The young man reeled about being stranded out here and just stood right in front of the hermit's face. I am on my way to my girlfriend's place. I just got her parents' blessing, and I was going to propose to her today. I won't be saying I do any time soon if I don't get out of this dust bowl and stop talking to a shirtless hick that lives beside the road in a hole.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shirtless I'll accept. That thing fell off my back in '06. But, hick, that's some big talk, and that's enough to make me sick. I'll have you know that Bubba right here used to be the best mechanic this side of the northern hemisphere. But you leave your power supply and your air compressor on one time, and my landmark store soon turned into a landmine. You should have seen it when that thing went up. Shoot! I was glad that I was working on a hole for me and to store my parts and stuff. Now, I do my work out of the cave, and people come crying to me when they break down out here every single day.
Look, I'm sorry for what I said. I just think that the heat is getting to my head. The young man sighed as he went back to the engine bay.
You know, I might be able to get you on your way,
the hermit said as he placed his hat back on his head, and with only a few turns from his favorite carry-along wrench scent. The engine was right again. A smile crossed the young man's face as he hugged the half-baked hermit and climbed back in. But as he turned the key, his smile didn't last.
"What's wrong now?"
the hermit asked. "I'm out of gas." The young man hung his head, and he didn't know if he would ever get to see Patricia again. The hermit then had an idea.
"Sit tight, son. I'll call a few friends."
The hermit let out something between a holler and a yodel, and a horde of fire ants surrounded the vehicle. With their incredible numbers, they lifted the truck up on their backs and supported the tires, as the earlier blunder was suppressed by what transpired.
"Keep it straight, and don't stop for nothing. Yell, 'Carol Shelby,' if they want them to stop running."
"Running?" the young man said as the hermit slapped his stomach 3 times and stomped his feet. He did the electric slide and said,
"Gentlemen, start your engines and ride."
As the young man and his ant-infested truck raced away, the hermit thought of the events that just occurred. He returned to his spot and uttered,
"Another happy customer."